Baby, I can't wait to know. Believe me, I'll always be there. So I know I love you. I find it hard to see how you feel about me. 'Cause I don't understand you. Oh, you are yet to learn how to speak. When we first met, I will never forget. 'Cause even though I didn't know you yet, we were bound together then and forever. And I could never let you go. I can't wait to know. What do you think about things? Believe it, I will always be there, so you can tell me anything and I'll listen. There isn't anywhere that I would rather be. 3 birds of a feather. I just hope you enjoy our company. It's been some time and though hard to define, as if the stars have started to align. We are bound together now and forever, and I will never let you go. Believe me, I will always be there, so you can tell me anything and I'll listen. I might even know what to say, but either way, at least I'll be there, baby. I can't wait to know. What do you think about things? Believe it, I will always be there, so you can tell me anything and I'll listen.
Welcome to Saturday Night Comedy Sports. Please welcome to the screen your ref, Sean Mason.
Hello! Welcome to ComedySportz Online at the Online Free Fringe Festival 2020. Already lots of people in the chat. Hello, everyone. Some new faces, well, names, and some that have been following us ever since we started doing these shows online way back in March, which, let's face it, feels like about 5 years ago. If you've not seen ComedySportz today or ever, what you're about to see is all action, all improvised, competitive comedy for all ages. We have a red team, we have a blue team. They will be competing for your laughs with improvised gags, games, sketches, songs, if we ever figure out how to make that not sound terrible on Zoom, and it all be inspired by your suggestions. And the best bit is, who wins? Well, that's up to you, the audience. So even if we're online, even if we're not in the same room, you still have the best seats in the house because they're your house, and it's a really interactive show. So hello everyone, people from England, a few people from America. I wonder why. We'll find out in a minute. What else do I need to tell you about ComedySportz? Well, like I say, it is a sport. That's hence I'm the referee, because every bit of fun and comedy needs rules. This is a sport. It is a family-friendly sport. So our first foul is the brown bag foul. That can be called if anyone in the teams or myself, or even you in the chat, says something rude, something crude, something that you wouldn't want your nan to hear, let alone a small child, that offending player will lose points. If you're in the chat, we've put loads of blocks in, so hopefully you're not going to be creative in finding ways to get around it. And if you are, we'll kick you out. Anyway, let's have fun. The second foul is the groaner foul. This will be called if someone on either team makes a joke, a pun, so bad that comedy itself dies, and there's no flattening the curve, it's dead. That player will lose a point for their team as well. So lots of things that could happen. Our voice tonight, our announcer Felix, do you have an example of a groaner foul?
Yes. Sean, why do you think drool is my favourite word?
I don't know. Why is drool your favourite word?
Because it just drips off the tongue.
No.
Okay.
No. So, if you also descend into that awkward silence at home, call it out, and we'll either throw it to a vote, or we'll just outright dock points. Felix, I hope you don't have an example of the brown bag foul.
No, I don't.
Good. So, you know, it's not just this for an hour. There are other people, so let's get them on, because we've got some very special guests joining us from across the pond, from across the internet. Let's meet our teams!
Today's home team from Manchester is Christmas is Coming Taverner, Stephen Stretch Armstrong, and the captain Bron Living on the Edge. Our visitors from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Julie, the fairest of them all, Tillman, Amy, the wicked witch of the Westrup, and John, all-power Wallbauer. Please welcome back your ref, Sean Mason.
So we have our teams, we have our audience, our loyal fans, ready to cheer on those teams in the chat. And there's a lot of love for Felix happening. A lot of love for Felix happening in the chat. They love your groaners. They love your bad jokes. But that doesn't mean the rest of you should be doing it. So let's get our team captains. So our captains, that's normally at the start of a real sport, which ComedySportz absolutely is. There would be a coin toss to decide who goes first. Fortunately, we've all been furloughed, so we don't have any coins. So I'm going to issue a ref challenge to decide who goes first. Team captains, I would like you in your house to find something you think would make me smile.
Okay.
How long do we have?
And as long as you need, but let's not make it the whole hour.
Have to be quick. She doesn't want to be here.
Okay, well, I'm going to go to Bron first because I know
John's
that
gonna
cat
win.
does not want to be held.
No.
So, Bron, what have you got?
Oh, I've got one of our cats, Sean, but it's the rubbish cat.
It's true. If you didn't know, me and Bron live in the same house. That is the third of our cats, and she's the one who keeps bringing in living animals. So she doesn't make me smile.
No, I don't know why.
especially in
I
the
don't know why I
morning.
tried.
John, what's that you've got there?
Oh, this is my friend R2. We've been on adventures together.
That is true. That would definitely make me smile. So that's the blue team get to decide who goes first. So what would you like to play as the opening game?
We would like to play the game of Gramophone.
We accept.
Gramophone, you had to. So this is the game of Gramophone. We are all still in lockdown. Some of us more in lockdown than others. And we want to speak to our relatives. And we're going to do it over the phone. Old school, like a landline. If you're a kid watching this, ask your parents what a landline is. So we need some initials from you. People who've seen the show before have already started typing them in, which is brilliant. Thank you. The lag is very short tonight, which is exciting. But also, I've got so used to the lag being really slow and having to fill for some time that it's really throwing me. So what's going to happen is let's get let's have Bron up first. She's going to be on the phone to a gran at any point. Someone else is going to be on the line, and we're going to use those initials to say who that is. Hope, the initials RIP with your gran. It's a bit. I mean, that's literally too soon. If she's still on the phone. But let's go with Vicky Green. FCS.
We're going straight in with 3.
Straight in with 3.
FCS.
FCS. Be careful. Off you go.
Oh, Gran, it's so nice to hear from you. I'm so pleased you're having fun. You'll get to go bowling again soon. I promise. Fortunate cat statue wants to speak to you.
Grandma, we have the feline court service here.
Yes, that's right. Yes, Grandma. Tiddles, I'm afraid, has been sent to the chair for tiddling. I mean, the clue was in the name. It was all over the floor. It was absolutely disgusting. Oh, wait, Grandma, someone wants to speak to you. It's a fantastically courageous surgeon.
Oh, yes, hello, Gran. I have just removed the spleen from a water buffalo using nothing but my foot. It was extraordinary. Gran, you wouldn't have believed it. It was absolutely... hold on. There's a French comedian eating strudel here.
Unfortunately, that French comedian turned out to be a mime. That call was sometimes, we're online technically. Sometimes we're going to leave ourselves on mute. So, Stretch, you're going to start a new one. Felix, can you please keep score of which team wins its round? So that was a blue team win there. Stretch, you're going to start a new one with RG. Off you go.
Hello, Grandma. Yeah. It's really fun. Yeah, it's really, 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 really fun. But it's not as fun as if you would be here, Grandma. We miss you, Grandma. We do. But we know. Sorry. The rowdy gardener wants to speak to you.
Grandma, I've been waiting all day. It's so good to talk to you finally. Yeah, everything's coming in real good. Yeah, I got the roots in there. Yep, we're blossoming. Yeah. Hey, let's keep it clean, Grandma. Okay. Yeah, plenty of mothballs. That's right. We can put them in your coat. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know. Okay. All right. Grandma, there's a ritualistic golfer here that wants to talk to you. Here.
Hello, Grandma. I'm going to hit the tee. Yes, I've had a... Oh, wait. I will talk to you more about this later, Grandma. The rowdy gangster wants to talk to you.
Nana, hey, what's up? Just been out fighting crime, checking on my kids, looking through the neighborhood, seeing what's what. Yeah. That's all I got, Grandma. I gotta go make the rounds again. I got a ragged gentry here for you.
All right, Grandma. Oh, keeping up a posh house like this is exhausting. Oh, I'm absolutely knackered. I've had to sack 7 gardeners today. Absolutely awful. Oh, wait.
We can't be talking about people losing their jobs right now in the start of what could be the largest recession we've ever lived through. It's a comedy show. We're trying to keep it light. Anyway, so let's start a new one. Chris, we're going to start with, this is from Joan, EZ, or for our Milwaukee players, EZ. EZ or EZ. Off you go.
Hi, Grandma, you're right. Yeah, lovely. Oh, it is warm. Isn't it warm? It's so very warm. I wish you'd shut up about how warm it is. Oh, wait, Grandma. There's someone who wants to speak to you. It's an easy zoo.
Hey, Grandma. Yeah, I don't know. Wallabies are about... Oh, alligator just got one. Gotta get a cleanup mop. Hold on just a second. Yeah, Grandma, they were hungry. I don't know. Okay, great. All right, yeah. An enthusiastic Zeppelin is here.
Yeah, Grandma, it was great. We played Stairway to Heaven, and then we played Bro Your Stomp, and then we played the Immigrant Song, and then we played Thank You, and then I've got to let you go. Excited Zebedee is on the phone for you.
Grandma, I'm still here. Hey, it's so good to talk to you. It's been so long. Oh my goodness. Yeah. There's so much to talk about. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm ready. I can't even. Grandma, talk to this electric zipper.
That's the Thank you for some of that imagery. The chat, even the Americans and the British, even though they've never met, we're all now talking about the weather. And it is warm, isn't it? You'll notice that this ref shirt is going to get ever closer to a brown bag throughout the show. Let's see. Felix, who scored more points in that game?
The red team have no points whatsoever, while Milwaukee have 3.
What? Every round.
Okay, so Manchester, it's all to play for. But John, you're in the lead. You're winning. How are things in Milwaukee?
Let's talk about the weather. It's
Yeah, let's talk about the weather. Yeah.
it's outside and I'm inside. That's how the weather is.
What would you like to play?
We would like to play 6 lines.
6 lines, excellent. So for the game of 6 lines, John and Julie, we're going to boot you out of the Zoom for a minute.
Yes.
So everyone wave at Julie and John as we boot them into the waiting room. The reason we booted them into the waiting room is Amy in this game is only going to get 6 lines of dialogue. She'll have to use them sparingly and wisely. So from you, we're going to need some lines of dialogue. So just write some random lines of dialogue. There you go. And also a suggestion for what the scene's going to be about. So yeah, some people. The thing with the chat is when we ask for lines of dialogue and then people just start talking about the cats, it's hard to tell what's a line of dialogue and what's just chat.
Everything can be used.
Everything can and will be used. And just to go back to Jim, is that a promise? Well, Jim, come back to the later show, and we'll talk about that later. So we've got some lines for you, Amy. Don't throw me down, Clark.
Don't throw me down, Clark.
Wish I was there.
Wish I was there.
The train always goes on the plane in the rain.
Okay, the train always goes on the plane in the rain.
Yep.
Is that a train? Is this My Fair Lady?
The train always goes on the plane in the rain.
Okay.
This one just kind of doesn't finish, but please don't make.
Please don't make.
And how many is that?
That's 4. We need 2 more.
The weather is nice. And there's some really. I love all of them, by the way, chat. It's actually really hard to choose. It's so hard. It's accidentally turned me into Jeff Goldblum.
Go with Debbie's.
Does that roll? Yeah. Okay, let's go with that.
Does that roll?
Roll. Cool. You know, I'm just going to get a suggestion from one of the lines of dialogue that we didn't pick. I quite like because I'm a Disney fan. I just can't wait to be king. So this scene is going to be about a king. So thank you, everyone in the chat, for those suggestions. There were loads of suggestions. It was actually really hard to keep up with them. So yes, some of those were very Wisconsin, especially the cheese. There we go. So we have our players back in the chat. And the reason that we bumped them out of the waiting room is, or into the waiting room, is John and Julie have no idea what these lines of dialogue are, so they can't pre-plan. They're just going to have to make sense of it. They have to make it fit. there we go. So, who is starting for you guys? It's Amy and Julie. Fantastic. So your suggestion is King. This is a 3-minute game, and it starts now.
Oh, Amy, I am so excited to take you to dinner at Medieval Times. I've been waiting for this for so long.
The weather is nice.
It is, and it's air conditioned. When we get inside, so that it's not really medieval.
I wish I was there.
Well, we'll be there soon. A half hour.
Okay. The train on the plane is always in the rain.
Well, I thought we would drive so we can kind of avoid all of that transportation struggle. I actually called an Uber, so he should be here any minute to pick us up.
Please don't make
Okay. Let's cuddle in the car and we'll work this out on our way there. John's here with the Uber.
Hey,
Hi.
Does that roll?
what? The wheels? That's how the car moves. Yeah.
Oh, don't throw me down, Clark.
Wait. I won't. I'm John. Sorry, I need at least one of you to be sober.
We're headed to Medieval Times, and I'm just gonna kind of comfort her in the back. Why don't you tell me how many times do you drive people down to Medieval Times? It's kind of a ways.
Folks that are full-on adults, infrequently, but it is a trip I've made before. I'm pretty comfortable getting there. I don't think I'll even need to use the GPS, but of course I have to because that's how.
The weather is nice.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not sobriety. Maybe it's Tourette's. Is that?
Wish I was there. Wish I was there.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna have you hop right in. I can play along if you want. If there's anything you want to put in the boot of the car, we can do that. And then we can make our way.
The
You want to
train.
sit in the front.
The train, always on the plane. In the rain?
No, the weather's nice. You've already said. Look.
I need you to make the choo-choo noise for her. It'll calm her down.
You better tip me, and I mean cash, not through the app. Okay, here we go. Choo-choo. Off to Medieval Times. That timeline-wise, that doesn't even make sense. Choo-choo.
Does that roll?
There we go. The game of 6 lines. If you are at home, cheer for Milwaukee.
If you're at home.
We can't hear you, but we nice.
Thought.
It's nice.
John said boot.
Yes, he's adapted for the British audience.
Oh, well, the
you
chat
know what,
were
John? You
impressed.
can have an extra point for that.
Oh, they're
adaptation.
winning.
You don't need it. You don't need it, but you can have it.
What if I say trunk?
And is it trunk is the normal? And also, I don't need it, but I want it. Isn't that what America's all about?
So American.
Yeah. Bron, what are you going to play to combat that?
We will
You can
try.
have 4 points behind.
We'll try. Let's play 3 corners, please.
3 corners, fantastic. So from our chat, what I'm going to need is a few suggestions from you. So can I get, please, a relationship between 2 people, an emotion, and an era in time.
Ooh.
So an emotion, an era in time, and a relationship between 2 people. So what we're going to see is 3 different sets of scenes. So we're going to start with Bron and Stephen, Stretch Armstrong.
Full name, are you in trouble?
You're gonna. I just realised, people might not realise why I was calling you Stretch.
It says it in his name,
It
so.
does say it in his name. We're gonna go with. I love all these. I'm gonna go with Joanne's of scientist and experiment. So that's the relationship.
Okay. Great.
Scientist and experiment. So it's now going to be Stretch and Christmas is coming, Taverner. And your suggestion is going to be the year 3000. Some busted fans in the chat today.
They live underwater, I think.
Yeah, and your great grand. It's a terrible song. I mean, it's no.
Fine.
It's no the year 2525. That's all I'm saying. And finally, I need some emotions. I need some emotions for Bron and Chris. There's a lot of kind of angsty. There's a couple of good ones. There's some irate, quite like irate. On edge.
Oh, signs of the times. Good to see.
Fear. Yeah, pretty much all of the emotions are incredibly.
Despair, hatred.
Can we combine emotion with like something else as well?
Okay, yeah.
If you get loads of suggestions, let's throw some.
Well, let's have the 1980s.
Okay.
Okay.
And rage. Constipation is not an emotion; it's a state of mind.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a thing that leads to a lot of emotions that I'm seeing, like being irate and fear. But yes, what did I say? 1980s and.
You did say 1980s.
1980s and
rage.
So that's the last one. So just to bring ourselves back to recap very quickly.
Science, person, and experiment.
Scientist and experiment. Switch.
The year 3000.
Switch.
The 1980s.
And rage.
There you go. And so we'll switch one more time. And we're going to start with scientist and experiment. Off you go.
I mean, I'm really pleased that it worked, but I feel responsible now for the fact that you have no way of knowing or remembering anything ever again.
Sorry, did you say something?
Oh, this is futile. Have you ever seen the film Memento?
Sorry, were you talking to me?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to do some more science. I will get your memory back. I will. I'm sorry for the mistake I made. It's going to be corrected.
Switch.
So here we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Boop, 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 a new millennium.
Oh. Do you think we're going to be allowed out soon?
I mean, maybe. I think they've said before the year 4000 we might be able to.
Oh, it's just because I've got a library book that I've got to take back. And it's a little bit overdue. It was due back in 2023.
Oh no, you're going to get charged 27,000 bitcoins or the like.
That's okay, because I farm virtual llamas, and we make virtual jumpers that we sell to real people. I've got so much Bitcoin, I don't know what to do with it, mate.
It's a good job it's like an invisible concept, otherwise I'd just be like up to my shoulders, but no higher.
No.
Switch.
I'm not impressed with this haircut.
Well, I'm not impressed with Thatcher, but we have to live with it.
Switch.
Right. Drink this.
Margaret.
Oh,
For ages.
I'm so pleased you're back. Look, now drink this. And that will make you super intelligent. Beyond your wildest dreams.
Sorry, were you talking to me?
Oh,
Rich!
I'm so bad.
Oh, look, you remember in history lessons you said, remember there was that millennium bug, but it wasn't actually real. I think we've got the millennium bug now, but unfortunately computers are in our heads. I'm not going to be able to buy shoes for next minute delivery now because of the brain computer's not working. Brain computer.
But, I mean, I'm just getting used to my hand computer.
Switch!
Oh, we can only dream of the future, Clive, when we don't have big hair. Oh, apologies. And
Well, maybe I'm futuristic with my views.
you know what? You have your own views. I don't even care anymore. It's going to be the 90s in 10 years, and that decade's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and Neil Kinnock will lead us into a golden age.
You know what? Neil Kinnock can do no wrong.
I found this. Maybe you should drink this.
I mean, I will. Oh, is it that new breakfast tea?
It is. Isn't it nice?
Oh, it's really nice.
And that's the game! Some Americans there just filling out some of that information about who Margaret Thatcher and Neil Kinnock were.
I mean, Thatcher they'll get. Kinnock, I don't think, like most half the British people watching will have forgotten Kinnock.
I wrote to Neil Kinnock when I was 8. And he wrote back. Well, his secretary did.
And all of the kids watching this family-friendly show are back on their PlayStation. So, yay, kids, learn about history so it never repeats. So we need you to vote for who entertained you more in that round. Was it the red team with the game of 3 corners? Or was it the blue team with the game of 6 lines? It was a number round and I didn't even realise. So vote now. Red or blue. Red or blue. Red. Blue. Red. There's a lot of reds at the moment.
For red.
Lady. Pretty sure most of the people voting red are...
Most of the audience were NUM members.
There are some blues though.
They're all minors.
Yeah, it is weird actually doing a scene about Kinnock and Thatcher and then having a red and blue vote.
Now everyone needs to vote red.
A lot more blues just come in.
Well, that's like the 92 election, to be fair. People weren't expecting it. But,
I'm looking at the chat too, Sean. It's mostly red.
It is mostly red. It is mostly red without Bron having to say that like she was swelling it. And Daniel's just come in with another red. So you know what? That's a red win. 5 points to the red team.
The red team now have 5 points, while Milwaukee have 4.
We'll lay down.
I'll take it.
Oh no, you all froze on my screen. Cool.
Oh, we're still here. We're good.
Cool. My internet connection is unstable.
It's been weird today,
hasn't it? Anyway, thank you for the votes still coming in, but it's too late. Keep those votes for later. So, Felix, what are the scores?
We just did the scores.
The scores are still 5 for Manchester and 4 for Milwaukee.
Cool. So now I know.
Very warm, isn't it?
My
Very
screen
warm.
froze.
A bit warm. Very warm.
So, red team, you are now in the lead. What would you like to play in the middle head-to-head?
I think we'd like to play the game. We will play, and we'll play the. What head-to-head should we play? Let's play Switch Interview.
Switch Interview,
Yeah.
fantastic. But you know what? I'm going to let the blue team start.
What else?
So we need things for. We need suggestions of topics that you might interview someone about. So They might be an expert in horticulture or architecture or traffic cones. Who knows? So suggestions of things that you might interview someone about. You know, there's a podcast for anything. So anything can be a suggestion right now. So I'll just check in with the chat whilst we're waiting. I will not ask what the scores are again. Whilst we're waiting, let me remind people, this is part of the free Fringe, the online free Fringe. Right now, we would be in Edinburgh, flying, doing shows, eating too much deep fried food, and barely sleeping. But after all that, it's still loads of fun. So we were really gutted that it wasn't happening. And then it was happening. It was happening online with our friend at the Free Fringe Festival. So if you want to find out more about them, go to freefestival.co.uk. These shows are free to watch. But if you want to donate to kind of help support our players, some of us do not have work at the moment. And may not have work for some time until things open up properly. So please do donate if you can afford to do so. If you can't, that's cool. Just have fun and tell people about the show. That seems like a fair trade. So we've got plenty of suggestions coming in. Lucy Ryan, no. We are. I think Merv wants us to do Lego. So we're going to start with Lego. Do Lego. Still typing Lego. We're going to do Lego.
I'm in the chat.
Start with Mark. I do need to go back to see if it's not all going to be Lego, but we are going to do Lego. Okay, Lego is happening. So Lego is our start suggestion. I didn't even explain the game, but it's so simple. You'll get it. Off you go.
So, for my report, I chose to interview my teacher, Mrs. McDonald, and she should tell you why Legos are her favorite.
Oh, Legos are fantastic. The company who make Lego are actually starting to make Lego.
Is blue or red better?
Biodegradable. I mean, I like red.
Blue.
I'd have to say. I mean, blue's good too. But so now you.
And do you make the Star Wars ones?
I mean, you can make a Millennium Falcon if you want, but if you think about the environment, it's quite a big impact.
And your little sister can't have them, right? Right?
No, I mean, no, little sister.
Oh, no!
Can do whatever your little sister. I don't know your dynamic in your household.
And it doesn't hurt that bad if you step on them. Mom's just overreacting, right?
Oh no, it really does hurt a lot. Yeah.
Which the next interview is going to be about hoarding.
Okay, so so many box. So here we are, like hoarders. What's that all about? I'm here with Phyllis. I mean, Daily Mirror's from 1987. Was it? Kinnock, interesting. Why do you keep all these newspapers?
I don't trust the library system. I have my own system.
I mean, you're right. The library wouldn't keep all these newspapers. This is. I mean, this surely.
They would insist on you getting cancer from the microfiche. Here, I don't even get paper cuts.
Are you the only person who doesn't get paper cuts?
I'm well practiced in dealing with all of these papers and those boxes and all of those tools in the corner. I have navigated it perfectly.
Can't breathe.
Sweet craft beer.
Okay there. Hey, welcome back to Sheboygan Live. I'm here from the brewery where my buddy Hans just brewed up a new batch. So, hey there, Chris. Thanks for joining us in the tasting room.
Hoppy.
You know, you can't just come into our brewery yelling hoppy around, all right? If you do that...
Malt. Mouthfeel. Malt. Malt.
All right. It seems like maybe you've been on a tour or two, eh?
The chrysalis of the god's butterfly.
All right. Need I remind you, you're in Sheboygan, and I don't know any words past beer, cheese, and curds.
Oh, it's so true. Switch. Matchmaking.
Good.
Oh, and welcome to your final chance at happiness. We have together today, we have Victoria, who's looking for her final chance at happiness. So, what are you looking for in a partner, Victoria?
Well, I think one thing is really important is a pulse.
Switch. Hovercrafts.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to That's Fly. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'm here with my most aerodynamic friend. His name is Ron. Ron knows how things fly and float. Ron, talk to us about the difference between flying and hovering.
Thank you very much for inviting me on. The difference between flying and hovering is one you do with an air-cushioned pillow across a body of water or some solid ground, and another one is what kites do.
How it's scientific.
Yes.
Maybe you could explain more. How does the kite even do that?
Magic, mostly, and through sheer will and good upbringing. Yes.
Switch. Aliens.
Aliens.
Yep.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. Today, we're very excited to actually be speaking to a real-life alien. Thanks for joining us, John. It's really nice to see you. Please tell us a little bit about what it's like on your home planet.
I didn't understand. I moved from Canada to Wisconsin, so it's from Canada to the U.S. So it was immigrant or alien was the thing. I don't. It isn't quite. I don't. Yeah. I don't know. It is cold.
Can you just pretend? Because I've got a lot of people watching this.
Oh, sure. Bleep bloop.
And that's the game of Switch Interview.
Yay!
So, our chat, we need you to decide now. Who entertained you more? Was it the red team? Was it the blue team? So, vote now, red or blue. Who entertained you?
I'll just leave Neil up for a bit. He can be my face.
This is whilst waiting for those votes to come in, this would be a good time to talk about our show later. So we're hosting this match against Milwaukee as part of the online free Fringe Fest. But Milwaukee will later be hosting Manchester in an all-action grudge match. Who has the grudge? Well, let's see who loses. And then we'll find out. So what time is that at? And how can people watch it?
I can tell you what time it's at. That would be in Neil Kinnock right now. For our time, UK time. It's at 5 o'clock America time. It's at 11 o'clock UK time.
If you're looking for some more comedy at 11 p.m. tonight in the UK, you can watch. This will be Manchester versus Milwaukee. Later, you can watch Milwaukee versus Manchester.
That's right. And our, I think you throw.
Oh dear.
I was just going to say that we feel so strongly about grudges that we're going to bring in an entirely different team for that show. So that's great news for fans of grudges or people who are not fans of ours. Three.
Oh, Sean, you were doing a Kenneth Williams there. It's very good.
Is he still frozen? Our internet's a mess today. I don't know what's
Our
going
internet's
on. He's
really
back.
bad.
He's back.
Felix, have you been keeping an eye on the chat? Because I've been disconnected from the chat. So, who won?
I think that the blue team won.
I disagree.
I don't care, which means that the Manchester have 5 points and Milwaukee have 9.
Neil Kinnock has spoken. And
Neil Kinnock has no power here.
This has got weird. I don't even want to ask what's behind Stephen right now.
That's a Chinook.
It's his chopper.
Better not be off to the Falklands. We're moving on from the 80s references, please.
Can I just make a quick final plug about that later show?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how much what I said anyone heard.
Absolutely. So people that want to watch the show that's at 5 o'clock Central Standard Time in the US, and I think you said 11 in the UK, you can get tickets for that at czmke.com. I recommend doing it quickly, then you're going to get a cool link to watch it not on YouTube.
Yes. What was it again? CSZ? Oh, it's all right. It's already in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do Felix's job for some reason.
Cool. So
please do join us tonight. It'll be me, Sean, and Felix versus Milwaukee. So.
Assuming the internet's working.
Yeah, let's hope.
What's blue team? You're winning, Milwaukee. Let's crack on because times are ticking. What do you want to play?
We'd like to do the game of replay, please.
Excellent. Cool. So from our chat, what I'm going to need for you, because it's back online for me now, I'm going to need an emotion. I'm going to need kind of a high school group, like a high school clique, and a number between 1 and 30. A number between 1 and 30. So, whilst we're waiting for those to come in, I don't have anything else to plug, really. We're back on
keep
Monday.
Telling them to donate.
Yeah, just give
Give
us
us your money.
Our next match is at our next Edinburgh Fringe online match is Monday at 12:30. We're doing lunchtime shows Mondays and Fridays, and evening shows Wednesdays and Saturdays. Okay, I've got some there, and yes, I need a suggestion for what the scene's going to be about as well. I'm going to just jump back early in the chat to grab your suggestion for the scene. And your suggestion is a one-way mission to Mars. One-way mission to Mars. That was way back in the chat from Fish Pie.
It's a very sci-fi orientated show.
Yeah, well, I see what I like. So I've seen Lego again in the chat. So your first minute-long scene is going to be a 1 minute one-way mission to Mars. Blue team, are you ready?
Yes.
Off you go.
All right, Julie. I feel like you've made a pretty good adjustment into this zero gravity situation. I'm really proud that you've come so far to go from like just a scientist to someone who's, fully doing the mission, full on astronaut style.
Yeah, I'm good with the walking. I'm good with all of the equipment on the control panel. I still hate the food.
Well, the good news is you won't for a very long time because this is a one-way mission, so you only have to hate it there. Bad news is that I found the stowaway, and it's your arch rival Amy.
She's on this trip. Yeah. I am going to have to spend countless hours and days eating crap food with Amy, talking me through it all. Is that what you're saying?
Amy,
I'm not used to the weightlessness. I can't. Someone help. Just pull my foot or something.
Maybe you could hit your head.
Oh, Julie.
There we go. That was our 1 minute scene. We're now going to see that replayed because that was the name of the game. We're going to see it replayed. And you're all going to be flabbergasted. The most English of emotions. Flabbergasted. Off you go.
Julie, I can't believe that you have done such a great job transitioning from, just science to now you're just here. What is this?
I don't know. There's just all the buttons. There's buttons everywhere, and then there's the science and the food. The food is. It's not even food. I don't know.
The food, what? Plus, what? Amy, what?
Why isn't there a way?
It's absolutely flabbergasted, unconscionable that I have not mastered the anti-gravity. I swear, if somebody just pull my arm or something, and I won't toot. I just, you gotta pull me down.
There we go. So we saw it replayed. Everyone was flabbergasted. We're now going to see it played. We're going to see it replayed again. Now you're all goths. But because I quite liked this suggestion, one of you has gas.
Oh.
I'm not in on that one.
Just
too close to your life. All right, Julie, we've been here in space, the deepest emptiness that exists, and we're existing within it. So good for you. You've created meaning in a meaningless world.
No, I don't want meaning. I don't want to stare at all of these buttons and knobs and I'm on a one-way trip into the center of the universe, and I want to say that's cool, but I can't.
Yeah, it seems to me like you consider yourself to be the center of the universe, but whatever. I've got more good news for you, which is that, the food is garbage, and also Amy's here.
Hey.
I'm just gonna starve myself because what am I but a shell?
Hey, not that it matters, but I became a vegan and I think that's why I'm still floating. A lot of gas in my GI tract, I guess.
So you're taking on Robert Smith's idea of how to live, huh? You think that's the cure?
I'm not even waiting for the chat to catch up. That's a great gag. It's a great gag. It's a great band. It's still a groan.
That's right.
So you know what? Because I've just seen what time it is, I'm not going to throw it to a vote. I'm just going to lose a point, unless this next version of the scene is absolutely amazing. The number I picked is 5. So you have 5 seconds to do the whole scene.
Okay.
There's a lot of groans in the chat now. So this 5 seconds better be good. Your 5 seconds starts now.
Julie, you're a scientist. We're going to Mars.
Controls. Food sucks.
Come here, Amy.
Not that it matters, but I'm
Hit
up
your
for
head.
it.
There we go. That was the game of replay. You know what? You can keep your point because it's a great band. You're right in the chat. It was a groaner, but to be honest, time's are ticking. So, Red Team, what do you want to play?
We'd like to play auto cue, please.
Autocue.
Yes.
Excellent. So all we need from our chat is something, a news, a news story. A news. So warm. A news story for us to be about. Let's keep it a news story that isn't actually a thing that's happening. So maybe a news story that you wouldn't read if you just Googled news. So a fun news story. And we're going to see who's going to be our newsreader.
That's going to be Stretch and Chris.
So we're going to have two news anchors. Bron is going to have to provide the auto cue for both of them. But, you know, it's warm. There have been technical glitches all day. Who knows what could happen?
I mean, I'm going to just try and type.
So...
That's it.
There's some great ones. Ice Cream Factory invents non-melting ice cream. That would be good. Dog... lot of dog ones. Teleprompter is what autocue is.
Yes.
For the Americans who are translating for their friends. News size toothpicks. Dog finds father. Cats rule the White House. Well, someone has to.
From atop his head. Huh? See, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I'm going to go with this one from Cosbowl Presents because I agree. Trumpets are the new yoga. Trumpets are the new yoga.
Are the new yoga. I have a feeling I left up my practice. Oh, I didn't. There we go. Cool.
However you choose to interpret that. This is a game of autocue. Your time for that game starts now.
Breaking news. Trumpets are the new yoga. Yes, you've heard it here first. They go part pop and then you drop them on of the floor. It's a crazy sound and all the kids are doing it. We have an expert here in the studio on trumpets, a former yogi. Trumpets are evil and want to take over the workdill. Now, Stephen, could you explain to us why they want to take over the workdill and indeed what a workdill is?
Well, a workdill is a little bit like a windowsill in that it is the surround to the workplace. So car park. Look out! It's look out! They are coming to the studio. The trumpets. They're coming to take over the studio and the workdill. What?
Watch out of the... Yes, the idea is coming. Spit valve. That's, oh my word, the spit valve, and it's going to spread. We don't want spit going anywhere near anybody in this current time. That is absolutely terrible. Now we've got to think what to do to stay safe from these trumpets. They are made of metal, and they will be painful if you look at the M, Ian, the eye. Ian, don't look at them in the eye. It was mad wee. Ian, so Ian, tell us more.
Ian has been for in the eye of the trumpet. Never look into the eye, always around the eye of the trumpet. He stared at the U.
That's the baby trumpet, isn't it? The female trumpet. The female trumpet, yeah.
The wee is what we call it up north. The wee you may call it the U. That the world is over. The Trumpiers are Tiaiking of Anra will rule us. Music will rule supreme. That's, I think, what the message we're sending out to people.
I see, I understand. So music is now going to take over. So as we move into this new world, ladies and gentlemen,
It is the game of Bron forgot how words work. So that was the game of autocue or the game of teleprompter versus the game of replay. So for the last time in tonight's match, we will go to you, our audience, to vote now, red or blue. Who entertained you more? Was it the red team with autocue/teleprompter, or was it the blue team with replay/replay? First vote is for red, or lots of people saying that was awesome. Lots of people.
It is, Chris.
Cool.
The best game
Looking
ever
around.
been invented.
Thank you, everyone who's joined in the chat, giving us suggestions. We wouldn't be doing this if you weren't here giving us suggestions.
Wait,
and
Anne
hopefully
is
laughing out.
voting. Anne is not allowed to vote. All right.
Why not?
Because I thought it was.
I
thought Anne was able.
It's pretty. Anne, you are absolutely allowed to vote. Amy, who was in the show card, and as we can see, she isn't.
Well,
But
now
Anne,
Anne's voting multiple times, and it's not allowed.
Yes.
Is there an exchange rate? Is there an exchange rate with the votes?
Yeah. Is it like?
I don't want to be talking about our exchange rate right now.
1.5 votes for just throwing it out there.
I'm seeing a lot of blues. I'm also seeing a lot of reds. Oh, it's really hard to call. Announcer Felix, you have more maths experience than me.
I think I'm calling it for red myself.
Yeah, just there are lots of people saying blue, but that only counts as one vote. So
no beer for you, Felix. No beer for
red
you.
Team.
We're so close to Chicago. They count.
The red team, therefore, have 10 points, while the blue team have 9.
Wow, that means
we'll take the win. We'll take it. And thank you.
Not one yet.
What?
No, there's one more game.
Oh,
there's one more game. It's all
All
to
right.
play for. It's all to play for now. With a ref challenge, I'm going to challenge the teams to a game of 185. This is the last chance for our teams to get those all-important points. And for the first time in a few weeks, it's actually been close. So there's some actual jeopardy here. We need suggestions of, just things, jobs that you might have. Maybe a job that you wanted to have when you were a kid. Maybe the job you wish you had. Let's also get see, now we're getting into recounts and voting, and it's got to be.
Wait, you guys won the popular. You guys won the popular vote, but we won the electoral college. So
we got to wait for the mail-in votes to come in. So.
This has been the most inadvertently political show that we've done all year. Neil Kinnock.
Neil Kinnock.
Oh, is Neil Kinnock going to be our new in-joke? Oh, that reminds me.
He was in the 1980s. Hey!
If you've been watching our matches, there have been lots of debates about what you can and cannot put in a mug, whether it be a warm drink or a cold drink. We've therefore made some mugs. If you would like a mug, you can get one when you donate. If you go to our website, there's pages tell you all about how you can donate. There's also, if you want to play some improv games at home, there's a page with some improv games that you can play at home. There's a full lineup of all our shows coming up. And don't forget to also check out the free festival website as well. So I've got our suggestions now. This game of 185. That's how it works. 185 suggestions walk into a bar, and the barman can't possibly serve that many people. So he says, I can't serve 185 suggestions. Social distancing, I don't have the capacity.
We don't have to say that whole thing.
Don't have to say that. But then punchline. So let's say it was 185 doctors. 185 doctors walk into a bar. The barman says, I can't possibly serve 185 doctors. I don't have the patience. The Corona file suspended for the simple reason that we do not have the time for all of the apologies. So I'm going to go. Your first suggestion is I'm not going to do politician. Ice cream man. So 105 ice cream men walk into a bar. Or ice cream women. Off you go. Brom.
185 ice cream people walk into the bar. Bartender says, I can't serve 185 of you. And the ice cream people get really annoyed, and the bartender goes, don't get witty with me.
There we go. That is a point, Felix. John.
185 ice cream men walk into a pub, and the pub man bartender is like, "Hey, we can't serve 185 of you." And they said, "Oh, pretty please with a cherry on top."
That is a point. Chris.
185 ice cream men walk into a bar, and the barman says, "I'm sorry, I can't serve you." And they start kicking off. And the barman goes, "Right, you're being really naughty. Face the walls."
That is a brand of ice cream for any Americans. Julie.
185 ice cream men walk to the bar. Barman says, "I'm sorry, I can't serve 185 of you." And 185 of them kick their foot and snap their hand and say, "Oh, fudge."
That is my favourite flavour. Stephen.
185 ice cream men walk into a bar and the barman says, "I can't serve you." And the ice cream man says, "Why?" And he says, "It's the same as I told you 3 days ago, and the same as yesterday, and it's the same as tomorrow. I can't serve you." And that's going to be the message. Dairy, you see.
Yeah, you know what? Let's move on. Your new suggestion is firefighter. Amy.
185 firefighters walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Come on, man, I can't, serve 185 firefighters." And they're just like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Well, first of all, you already look like you're completely hosed."
Brom.
185 firefighters going to the bar. Bartender says, "I can't serve 185 firefighters." And they said, "Oh, well, we only came in because we heard you were taking, votes, and we really wanted to sign the poll."
John.
185 firefighters walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I can't serve all of you. Besides, I can tell you're already lit."
Chris.
Oh, mute.
Chris is muted. The French comedian is back, and he's still miming. You know what? We're gonna move on, because I love this one. CGI artists. Stretch.
185 CGI artists come into a bar and the barman says, "I can't serve you." And the CGI artists say, "Why?" And the barman says, "I can't tell you now, but we'll put the reason in after the joke."
Yeah, it is true. We'll fix it in post. Julie.
185 CGI artists head into the bar, and the bartender says, "I can't possibly serve all of you." And the leader of the 185 CGI artists says, "You know what? We'll just go to the restaurant down the street. We wanted just some bits and bites."
Hey, John.
185 CGI artists walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, "I can't serve you." And they're like, "Could you please serve us? We just need a drink." The bartender's like, "No, you're hardly animated."
Hey, Amy.
185 CGI artists walk into the bar. The bartender's like, "Oh no, I can't serve you. Last time you were in here, you trashed the place." And they said, "Well, we're really, really sorry." And he goes, "No, I don't think you understand. That had a real effect on me."
Brum.
185 CGI artists walk into the bar. Bartender says, "I can't serve 185 CGI artists." Anyway, the money you've brought in, it's not even legal render.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. So, it is now time to find out who stepped forward with the most jokes and has stolen the match. We can always fix it in post later. So,
wait, do we need to do this now? Yeah. Do you not want to
Oh yeah, I should probably remind everyone that there is another show later at 11 p.m. UK time or 5 p.m. Central time in America, which is with ComedySportz Milwaukee. So you get to see us again. And if you would like to donate, you can do so by either going to Sorry, it's okay. It's a good cough. I've just been talking a lot more than I have for the entire week.
Good cough.
We would, if you'd like to donate, you can either go to our website. There's a donations page which tells all about the mugs as well, or you can just go to comedysportz.co.uk/virtual, or there's a PayPal. Whichever way you want to give us money, or not. If you just have fun, that's cool. And honestly, that's why we do this, because we want to keep people laughing during lockdown. If you have enjoyed the show, please do tell people about it. Word of mouth, or just putting a post on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever social media you use is the best way to get the word out to people. So if you know someone who really needs a laugh right now, tell them about these shows. That's enough. On the free festival, check that out as well. That's enough. I think we'll put all the links that you need in the chat. So finally, Felix, the score.
Oh. Well, the red team walked forwards 5 times, giving them 15 points. The team from Milwaukee walked forwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, which means that the Blues win!
By Milwaukee! Thank you everyone for watching. We hope you've had fun. Please do check out the shows Mondays and Fridays at 12:30 p.m. Wednesdays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. for ComedySportz. CSN, there's loads of shows. Just come and watch them. Have some fun. Cool. Felix, play us out.
Today's losing team was Chris Tavener, Stephen Stretch Armstrong, and Bron Living on the Edge. Today's winning guests were Julie Ferris of the Mole Tillman, Amy Wicked Witch of the Westrup, and the captain John Allpoven Walborough. Your ref today has been Sean Mason, and I've been Felix Janeway.